Hey guys, Alex here from Computer Headquarters, and today we're going to talk about the Asus ROG Throne Qi headset stand, or it could be headphone stand, whichever way you want to call it. But in any case, we're going to talk about it a little bit and set it up and everything. So I recently actually mentioned this. I have another video series that I have that's called Turning $100 into a Lamborghini, where I flip computer parts over and over again until I have enough money to buy a Lamborghini. And we recently acquired a large quantity of customer return items that included this. So I saw this on the spreadsheet and I was like, oh, I want one of those for myself. So I snatched one up and took it home, and I've been using it. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. So in any case, let's take a look at the product. And there it is. So this is very, very RGB. Is that a thing? Very, very RGB. So much RGB. Just like my computer probably is too much RGB, I'm probably going to turn all this to white, but this is not a finished computer. I still have a couple more I'm changing all these fittings from purple to silver, and I have a couple other little things I need to do in here before I finish it. But in any case, back to the throne here. So let's talk about the features. It's a pretty cool stand, and it's pretty expensive. It's $150, and it's $150 because it has more features than your typical light up stand. So in addition to the RGB, it has, I would say, I guess, three other main features. One of them is it has a built-in DAC. So it's an ESS DAC. And if you don't know what that is a digital audio converter. I hope that's what that meant again, if I remember. But it's for music. It's for sound. So, you know, a lot of people would just plug into like the back of their motherboard for the audio. I actually have a Magni Modi made by Shit Audio, and not the cuss word, but it's a brand. And these are really awesome, and we're going to be talking about that in a little bit here. And so that has a built-in DAC. And anyway, so let's dive into that, because that's a pretty big feature. But we'll dive into that in a second once we talk about one other feature too first, which is the Qi charging. Because I could be wrong, but I think Asus makes this headset stand as well without the Qi charging, and I think it might be like $100 instead of $150. But I've got a trusty old Samsung Galaxy phone here that has Qi in it, and you can see the red lights there. I'm gonna drop this phone on there, and you'll see it turns blue, and my phone's gonna say it's charging. Eventually, it's turned off right now, but it should eventually pop up a little circle there. There we go, showing that it picked up the charger. Charger's really nice. It works really well. It's really fast. It's 10 watts. The phone I'm recording from right now, it works with it really well. And actually, this phone has a metal plate stuck to the back of it, so I can use a magnetic phone holder in my car. I've had a lot of problems with Qi chargers not working through that metal plate, and this one does. So for anyone that has that problem, here you go. But let's talk about the audio, because that's really what you're here for. And let's jump in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unplug my audio cable from these Sennheiser headphones, and I'm going to plug them into this DAC. And for me, what I need to do is I need to take this larger tip size off. It's for me, this thing is just a twist off, and then I'll have the 3.5 millimeter focus. There we go. 3.5 millimeter audio cable, and this just simply plugs into the front. If I could see. Now, unfortunately, because of how YouTube works, I don't want to get, I guess I'm not really monetized in the first place, but I'm not going to play music for you guys in the video. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to compare this sound that I get from this simple small device to these really expensive Magni Modi setup I have over here, which should theoretically be way better and blow the socks off of this thing, because this is really high-end stuff, and this is, Asus, and it's only $150. So I'm just going to come back and give you my impressions. All right, so I just gave what I would consider a very honest, quick listen to this DAC built into the Throne Qi, and I would just say it's okay. I compared listening to the same song on the Throne on my Magni Modi setup over here, and then just straight out of the back of my motherboard, which I haven't done in. I've had this setup for, I don't know, 5 years, so I haven't listened straight out of my motherboard for a long time, and it was better than I thought it was. I'd say the throne is probably a slight step up from the back of your motherboard, and it's nowhere close to a true amped DAC, you know, with an amp and a DAC separated like on this Magni Modi. But these are also more expensive. I think I paid about $200 or $300 for each device 5 years ago, and I just checked their website. It's made by a company called Shit Audio, and it sounds like I'm saying the bad word, but it's spelled differently. It's SCHIIT. Really good quality company, and I'm very surprised to see that they're $100 each now, so it'd be $200 for a set like that. This headphone stand is $150. I wouldn't buy this for the DAC. Let's just put it that way. If you don't have a setup like that already, and you really just like the looks of this stand, maybe it's better to use the DAC on this than your motherboard out. But if you're looking for something if you're looking for an audio solution, this isn't it. Let's just put it that way. But there's a couple other little things I haven't mentioned about why this thing is pretty awesome. So, it does have addressable RGB, 18 different zones. It works with AuraSync, and obviously I've got a lot of AuraSync things going on my computer. I have Thor. This is a Helios case, so the case itself is AuraSync. I have a Thor power supply that's AuraSync, and then I've got, I've got RGB all over the place in here, right? So I do like RGB. It's a little bit too much probably over here, and I'm probably just going to turn everything white eventually, but in any case, it's pretty nice to have that feature. You've got not only the RGB on the bottom here, but you also have the kind of like clear glass RGB as well. And then on top of that, it's actually got two USB ports here on the side, which is really nice. And these are USB 3.1, and they're 1.5 amps per port. So I really like this a lot, because the phone I'm holding that I'm recording this video on right now, sometimes I need to connect it to this computer to grab the video files off to make a YouTube video, right? And I just got this like yesterday, basically, right? But I'm gonna order some really short USB-A to USB-C cables, so I can just throw one into here and connect up my phone, and it'll just be, you know, like where this old phone is right here. I can just have it like real close by and disconnect it really easy, super simple. It's not cables all over the place, and when I'm done with that cable, I could put it in a drawer somewhere. I can just leave it connected. It's not really in the way. So I really like having those ports on the side. It's just in such a convenient spot, because the stand's already there, so you might as well have the ports there too. That's really it. So strong points on this: it looks great. It's another Asus thing if you're kind of an Asus fanboy, and it's got the Qi charging that works really well, and it's fast. Those are really the main things why you want this. I'm going to say by far the weakest point is the audio, and it's just a kind of like a one more thing that's nice to have, especially if you're currently using your motherboard audio. Those actually die. I've had so many motherboards where the audio port died, and having a backup is super nice. So this is a good time to probably end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed just to kind of look into it if you're considering buying one, and have a great day.